Hello everyone, this is Nicolene from Tangle Trails Art for Tranquility. I hope everyone is doing well today and that you're in a good place. Today I'm going to introduce a pattern called Oolong. It was created by Jennifer Hohensteiner and it's a beautiful botanical tangle. So I'm just going to use a bijou tile created by Zentangle Inc. And I'm going to start with a wavy line, and I'm going to aura that. Zoom in a little bit here. And then I'm going to take another thin line that's going to weave in and out behind. So when you reach the thicker stem, lift your pen, drag it through the air so it comes out the other side. Once you have that on the thin line, we're going to draw a few leaves. I'm going to alternate them on both sides. And the leaves should be sort of pointing up. This one is going quite lateral, meaning that like the angle between the stem here and this leaf, I made this one a little bit wide, so I'm going to do something to fix that because I am going to later work on in here. So I'm going to draw some little spirals. And they can kind of go in different places. This is where there's really wide spaces. I'm going to put one there, and it's going to come underneath. Okay. I might go back and add some more, but right now I'm just going to start from here. The next step is to add little dots, and I tend to fill them in just a little bit. If you've been watching my other videos, I just did one called Frozen Nandini. That was real stippling dots. These dots are a little bit heavier, so I do tend to go around. Thanks everyone for the comments on the Frozen Nandini tangle. I think a lot of people are really enjoying it. I'm not surprised because it's so different from other tangles. But a fun one. But it kind of reminds me, when I first saw it, it kind of reminded me of this one, Oolong. What I'm doing with these dots is I start kind of in the angle between the leaf and the stem and just get slightly wider, and then at a certain point I make them narrower. And I don't stop when I get to one. I like to add just a little bit more, so I'll show you here. I'm just going to go right over top of the, and then I just put a few more like that, just to make it look like when you add a few more, you're going to add a little bit of a curve. There. On the original step out pattern submitted by Jennifer Hohensteiner, she then took this thicker line and did some little curved lines. I like to put a little curve on it because it gives the sense that it's rounded, that the stem is cylindrical. while you're drawing. I think I might make that go off the paper. Now just to shade it, you don't need to do too much shading. I just like to put a little bit of graphite at the bottom of the stem here, just using the side of your pencil. And then with a Q-tip or a tortillon, just push the graphite up into that little bud. And that's Oolong. And you can, here's another, looks pretty similar. But it's fun. You can put it in a botanical tangle, which I will put just at the end of the video in a bigger composition that I've done. You can also use it as a border tangle. This is on a bijou tile, but you could do it on a bigger tile and use it as a border. It makes quite a nice border. Here I added just a touch of color using watercolor pencil and a very, very tiny brush. I hope you enjoy it. That's Oolong. And thank you, Jennifer Hohensteiner, for sharing that with us because it's a lovely tangle.